Hello everyone, it's KaloaGames here today, and today we're building something that I noticed I don't usually do anymore. Lately I haven't been building houses much. I've been building a lot of community lots and stuff like that, so I wanted to make a house, and even more uncommon of me, a modern house. So at first I was just building a modern house inspired a little bit by a house I saw, like just the basic L shape. The other house I saw was like too big and had stables and the whole thing. But I didn't want to make something that big because I get overwhelmed by big builds. So we're doing something not small, but smaller. And it's very loosely inspired by that house. So at the front of the house, we have those windows which have the big slabs of wood and match those doors. Oh, and also, very important to mention in this build, we're using custom content, which I never do, because I always want you guys to be able to download this very easily and just download it and be able to play with it. But since I'm doing a modern build, there's a guy that I've mentioned before on my channel called IllogicalSimmer, and he has the most amazing custom content. It's clever and it's always stuff we need. So you might have seen the door from the garage to the kitchen. That's custom content. That's the door, one of the doors from Get Famous that had a side panel, and he removed the side window panel to make just a single door, which didn't come in Get Famous. So also those counters are a custom content made by him. They're called the seamless counters. Also, those windows there, you can see I used before this, these are the custom content ones. I'm sorry, I'm talking about the doors. Those are custom content doors, but based on the doors that came with the free Caribbean update, which didn't match the base game windows, so he made them to match the base game windows. So a lot of his custom content is like that, like stuff that should exist in the game that doesn't. But also he has really, really clever designs, and a lot of his custom content is modern. So for those pictures are his custom content too. But I really wanted to experiment with his custom content, and lately I haven't had much time to play with The Sims, like on my own time. So, that's custom content too. You'll see that in a second again. But since I haven't had much time to play The Sims, like just on my own time, I decided to experiment with the custom content on this build. I'm not gonna keep using it in every build. Maybe on some builds, those mirrors that don't have like borders and merge perfectly together is also custom content by him. he has just really, really cool stuff. I'm of course gonna link down in the description his Tumblr blog. That's where he uploads his custom content. And of course I'm gonna link his YouTube channel too, and probably his Twitter, because why not? Well, speaking more about the house, I had a lot of trouble figuring out where to place the stairs. I usually put the stairs down before doing the whole floor plan, because stairs can be really crucial to a floor plan, especially when I'm doing double wide stairs, and especially when there's such tall walls that makes the stairs take up more space. So yeah, I didn't think about that before, and I had already furnished the kitchen and the bathroom and the little mudroom to the side, so I didn't really wanna redo all that and remove it, because I really like how it turned out. So eventually I do figure out where to place the stairs, and I like it, and I think it's a good placement. Could it be better? Maybe. You can let me know if you download this house and refurnish it, which would be fun. Yeah. The landscape of this house is very simple, just the little fountain, and on the other side we have the palm trees and the cactuses and the succulents, because we don't have a lot of yard space. So at this point I was figuring out who this build was for, like what kind of sim would live here. And from the start I wanted to make it for a single person, or maybe a person and a child, but I ended up making it just for one person because I didn't have room to fit a child's bedroom. But I finally decided on making this for a stylist. So in case you don't know, in a recent update we got the fashion influencer I'm not sure what it's called. Style influencer, I think. The style influencer career. So I haven't played around with it. Well, I have played around with it, but I played with it after I built this house, basically, because I was just excited to see how it would work. So when I made this office is when I really gave some character to the owner of this house. By the way, you can download the sim I made for this house. It's already like on level 7 of the influencer career, of the style influencer career, and already has a bunch of skills in case you want to download her and play with her. I make it a point to always have one bathroom in each floor of the build, at least just like a toilet. So that's what I did, because I always find it very annoying when Sims have to walk all the way up or all the way down just to get to a toilet. So you can see here on the office, I put down the thing where you do the makeovers for the Sims. Lots and lots of mirrors which don't look that good in screenshots because I don't have the highest settings, but they would look really cool. And it also has like a side closet for all the clothes for the clients, just to keep everything outside very neat. I was really excited to use this table. This is also custom content by IllogicalSims, the table. He made a lot of the base game tables just bar height, like the ones we got in Dine Out, that we have the regular dinner table height, and then we have the bar height tables. So I just placed that there. I imagine this person living in this house being, it's a big house and they don't have any family, and they would probably be a little lonely, so they throw a lot of parties. So I made sure to give her a very nice party space. I also made a garage, which I usually don't do because they don't make sense in The Sims. But since we got laundry day stuff, I think they might make a little bit more sense because we can put the laundry stuff in the garage, which I didn't do in the video, but I did when I uploaded it to the gallery. So we have 3 trash bins because, of course, she recycles. So separated bins for recycling. And okay, those objects are really cool. Okay, the sofa and the TV cabinet are custom content by IllogicalSims. Those cabinets that I'm using right now are just cabinets that we have gotten with the game, but he adapted them to be able to fit a TV and have more space to put clutter on. And that L-shaped couch was also modified by him from the game couches, because we don't really have L-shaped couches that are nice. So he modified them and they work, and I tested this whole house. And that table was made by him. That table too. I tried to use as much from his custom content as I could, and as made sense in this house. That little small rounded table is from him too. He has just really, really interesting stuff. That table is made by him too. Just really interesting stuff that was missing from the game. Like, he's just completing the pieces. And I really enjoy all the custom content he does, even though I don't always use it because I don't like using custom content on my builds, because then comes a patch and then everything gets lost. There was custom content, and it's just a little bit more complicated, and I have limited time to play The Sims, so I don't want it to be complicated when I play. But every once in a while I really enjoy downloading custom content and trying it out and seeing what I can do with it. So that's basically what I did. Here I was trying to create some more support for the build, so I decided to just simplify it a little bit more. The whole upstairs that we're seeing right now, it's gonna be the master suite, so the master bedroom, a huge walk-in closet, because of course a stylist has to have an awesome closet, and a very roomy bathroom, which I really like. I think the top bathroom is my favorite bathroom, and I'll tell you why when we get to building it. I found out that we don't have many many modern pieces for closets, because we have those that came with Get Famous that have the shoes and everything on display, but they're really like old fancy looking, you know what I mean? So I didn't use them. I just used 2 walk-in closets. I put in a vanity for makeup and just a smaller dresser. Okay, the bedroom. I really struggled with this bedroom, and I'm still not 100% happy with it. But it's alright. The bed is a recolor from the Seasons bed. And those curtains, those are also recolors made by him. He also has a lot of recolors. That painting behind the bed is made by him. I decided to use those end tables on the back to just use up more of the space, because I don't usually build such large homes, and I find that when I do, I just don't know how to fill the space. But I also have to get used to not filling every single tile of space, because that's valid too. I'm just used to doing smaller builds where I can fit only a limited amount of objects. Oh, this is really cool. Okay, that's really cool too. There's so many cool things I want to talk about. Okay, those benches, they were modified by him. That's an ottoman that is already in the game. But he modified to work with dining tables. So they're just 2 benches, and there's 2 sides to the bench. So it's like the right side and the left side, and you just put them together and they work like individual chairs, and they look amazing. And they work perfectly. When you use them, there is a small visual glitch, because of course he didn't edit the animations for the chairs, so it looks like they're moving a big chair, but that's fine. You don't really notice it unless you look really closely. Okay, what I said was cool in the kitchen is the stove, because he made a modular stove. Okay, you can see here, there's a cabinet piece that fits with a stove top piece, and you can put them together and change the colors individually. And yeah, that's basically it, but it's really cool, and with some different designs and more stuff. It's a really cool concept that I think should be explored more. On the hallways and the places where people are just gonna go through, I decided to keep them really simple, because honestly, you don't need too much. I just put some couches, because I didn't want to overclutter, but I also didn't want it to look totally empty. There I used the bench again, the ottoman. Sorry, that's the actual name of it. He also did that chair, and yeah, he has really, really cool stuff. And if you like custom content, or you're curious about custom content but you don't want stuff that doesn't match your game, I suggest checking him out, because he has some amazing stuff that I'm tempted to just keep a lot of this stuff in my game, because it's really cool. Oh yeah, That counter is also made by him, which doesn't have like the bottom part, so it's just like a countertop, like floating countertop, and I think it looks amazing and I really like it. And yeah, that's why I love this bathroom. So I really hope you liked this video. Leave a comment, subscribe if you like the kind of videos I make. If you don't, then don't. It's not an obligation. And yeah, let me know all your feedback down below in the comments. Check out IllogicalSimmer's Tumblr is where he has most of his custom content. I know he's working on something really cool right now that I could have used in this build, but that's fine. I'll just wait patiently like everyone. And I hope you really liked this video, and I hope you have a very nice day, and see you later. Bye!